We have the red Angmar player Zirael at the top side against the blue Alvin player Mr. Smoke at the bottom side. Adenas, welcome my friend. 2 Malone trees coming up for Smokey, and we have 2 meals coming up for the Angmar player Zirael. And again, Zirael was a player who was also participating in the WCS 2019. It's been now over almost 3 years, by the way, and he was kind of inactive for the last 1.5 years, and I'm happy that he has now returned. And Hall of the Kingsmen. And guys, how was your start into the new week? And how many of you guys saw this amazing trailer for the upcoming Lord of the Rings series on Amazon Prime? Curious. I wanna know how many of you guys saw that already. We have 2 Malone trees into the stable coming up. On the other side, we see Mill, Hall of the Kingsman, Mill number 3. And the PowerPoint Warchan has been chosen and Rallying Call has been chosen. So nothing too fancy. It's gonna be a stable start though. It might also be a stable delete. That means after getting the first Lancer on the field, he might demolish the stable right after that one. On the other side, hold on a second. On the other side, we will have now Master units into the potential Gondabat warriors. But that's the good thing about the Angmar faction, because Angmar gets the chance to wait. You can wait patiently before you transform them into anything, right? And this way you can blind counter literally everything. That means if you see the Lancer coming forward, you can easily turn them into the pikeman and boom, you have a counter unit. Angmar's power. And for that reason, he will have no units on the field to defend himself against the potential pikemen, but he is choosing to turn them into the Gondabat warriors instead. Smokey now leading forward with the first Lancer. He will be able to reach out to this mill, and let's see. Early stream, how unusual, very true. Normally, I don't normally stream during this time. There is no curse in Elvish, Entish, or the tongues of man for this. Yeah, through that. I mean, yeah. I'm actually surprised that the video got so many likes, but I believe YouTube made actually a bad call, by the way. If you don't know, guys, YouTube a couple of months ago decided to disable the number of dislikes on a video. So basically, you cannot see how many people dislike a video. You can only see the likes nowadays, right? And it's good for the Lord of the Ring teaser or trailer, because I believe this video got plenty of dislikes. I would be more hyped about Alpha of Reforged, but it's gonna happen eventually after the Lord of the Rings series is over. Oh, beautiful trample is incoming into the Gondabat warriors. 1 trample is all it takes. They are still level 1 only, but he's gonna now push with wolf packs and wolf riders. Corner T, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome, hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. Let this be the hour when we draw the swords together. And he's creeping at the same time with the pikeman behind the base. The Wolftan, he was also building a wall up to protect this mill from the right side. This building is protecting it from the back side. You can only attack it from left or from the back side, you know, from front. Creep is going to be secured by the wolf packs. The wolf packs once again are the best counter in my opinion against the pikemen. They are dealing insane amount of damage while being also as mobile as a cavalry unit. That's a very unique unit for the Angmar faction. You will also be able to take down this Malone tree slowly but surely. The Lancer start wasn't really successful, and you gotta get them to level 2 as soon as possible to get the power spike to, you know, obviously you will get stats when you get level 2. You will become more tanky, more damage, but also the recovery is very important. Otherwise, you gotta have to build a well. In the well healing progress, the healing speed is not the greatest in BFME 2 and Rise of the Witch King, so you need to eventually build even 2 or 3 Mirror of Galadriels to actually... What? Are they making love, guys? What is this? Hey man, that's family friendly content. Did you guys see that? This guy was getting jumped on from this dude. He was ready to hit like a truck. What the heck? It's too early, dude. Wait until night. Okay, Angmar is building an army worthy of Gondabat. And look at that. Wolf Riders, Wolf Packs, pikemen, extroverts, Gundabad warriors, all you can eat.
I come to command.
And this is gonna be hard to defend because he has also Warchant from the spellbook. Riding Call is also available, but Elven player, I mean, maybe he can defend this now with the double buff. Remember that that Angmar faction has no debuff. Immortal TV, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. I hope we get to see Cerebron in the Amazon series. I think we will get the chance to see him, yes, but he won't be, I believe he won't be very impactful. To be honest, for me it was looking like a fantasy. I mean, obviously Lord of the Rings is a fantasy too, but this one was not looking like the original films. It was more like, you know, really CGI based, and also like a Narinya, you know, like the, I don't know, it's hard to explain, like Game of Thrones kind of style. And because Game of Thrones was such a big success, obviously, you know, you had like millions of people watching it. One second, please, guys.
From Midland.
Alright guys, I'm back. I'm back, sorry for waiting. This is some sweet Zoom, yeah, true my friend. Sorry, but it was important, you know. Let's go. Okay, I'm back. Dude, such an exciting moment. Look at where the ring is positioned at, guys. Right at Angmar, please. Son Goku, welcome. Commander Fort, welcome. Tildes, once again, welcome.
Lorian archers, ready for battle.
After this game, I have a think, because I made like a big announcement, and I'm a person, I will hold my promises. And I told you guys a couple of days ago that today, I mean, I know now the gender, right? I know the gender now. And I will open votes on Discord, and you will get the chance to vote on either girl or boy. And then we're gonna take a screenshot of that. And 5, you can't vote on more than 1. If you do, you won't get any prizes. But 5 of the people voting correctly will get $10 Steam gift cards for free today. The mid is gonna be taken down slowly, but oh, a long shot, Felvin, and boom! That's the wombo combo, ladies and gentlemen. That's the wombo combo. And the mid is gonna be still eventually taken down. Nope. And he has even Black Numanori in on the field. This guy is going full elite warriors, but the Alvin player has 895 command points in the back. And Angmar is dropping down to 575 only. Smokey has definitely a lot of cash in the bank. He's now building up the armory. And I believe Alvin Armor can actually be great when it comes to, you know, reduce the incoming damage from the long shot. If the Alvin Armor on the Miflons, Lorien Warriors, and even Lorien Archers, you can make them kind of beefy enough to not get one-shotted. However, keep in mind that you cannot buy heavy armor on the Mirkwood Elves. That's not possible. This combo is a bit unbalanced, I'm telling you, man. That's like, it's not unbalanced. It's okay when you can make like a combo like that, but I think it's just much more effective than Horn of Gondor, for example, from Boromir into Longshot, or Cloudbreak in Longshot, because you don't, you know, obviously you can't outplay that, and also it groups all your units together. So that means if you know, Felvin here, you can group them all together for a perfectly 100% guarantee hit for a long shot. You can't miss it. I mean, he's now lining up an army, as you can see and tell, and pikemen in the front to protect the archers. Archers behind, pikemen in the front, like Gothmog would like to see. Angmar has the Felvin on cooldown. And Warchant is also on cooldown. I mean, he was using the Warchant, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I think this army is looking dangerous. Look at the line out. It looks like Troy. The film Troy, in which they were defending, you know? Oh my goodness! What? Hey, there is Legolas, by the way. I didn't even notice that. Legolas from downtown, hawk-shotting like 2 battalions of units and killing also some rangers. Okay, okay. I like that. I like this one. 5 power points in the bank, 575 command points collected for Angmar, and 995 command points collected for the Alvin player Smokey. I mean, this is definitely looking good for Smokey. He has definitely the advantage here, but the Trollstone Thrower is doing a good job. You gotta protect this one from the pikemen. That's very important. And, you know, you don't want to give Angmar too much time to reload his Felvin. Felvin is almost back up, and he will get more and more rangers, and it means multiple long shots are gonna hit you like a truck. Does he have heavy armor yet? Yes, he has Alvin armor purchase indeed. Also on these units, nope, not yet. But he's buying that he will have to invest 166. Legolas is also level 2. Level 3 unlocks the 3 archers. He can level up those archers to make them even tankier. The ranger has the 1 ring. Okay, so we gotta see now what's gonna happen. Felvin is gonna be available in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's gonna come now, boys. It's gonna come. It's gonna happen now. 3 long shots are enough. Group them up. Group them up. Group them up. Oh, there it comes. There it comes. There it comes, dude. That's busted. That's so busted. Hey, Legolas gotta shoot them down though. Legolas gotta shoot them down, and all of a sudden you see he was outnumbering his opponent, but that doesn't really matter anything because you just lost your entire army like that. Snow Trolls are tanky. Don't lose them. They are level 2. They can heal up over time. We have now the Orc summon available, but he has, and keep in mind that Smokey has no Lancers on the field. And that's why you see the weakness of the Alvin faction in long terms is the lack of damage against structures. And for that reason, he definitely has to go for a transition into the End mode if he wants to be able to deal any kind of economical damage. That's the only way. And Wolftan level 2, Hall of the Kingsman level 3, Mills are level 3, and Angmar is kind of getting more and more money. He will now be summoning the Orcs defensively to keep the level 1 mill behind protected. I don't know if this is worth it or not. The Miflons, they have the heavy armor. They take a bit more time to be taken down, but the mill is going to be taken protected regardless. Mirkwood's also using the cloak ability to get invisible. That makes them untargetable, and Angmar cannot see them. It's a pretty great tool from the Mirkwood Elves to get invisible in the dangerous situations just like that. I'm bored of Rise of the Witch King, BFME and all games. Why? Because you keep spamming them a little bit too much. You know, when I would stream also 8 hours a day, every single day, there is a high chance that you get bored and that you might even get burnout from it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless about how much you love a game, when you push the limit, it's not gonna be because of fun anymore. You know what I'm saying? Do it, you know, for me, I don't stream every single day. I stream, when I stream for like 3-4 hours and 3 to 4 days a week. And for that reason, I still have the fun and enjoyment. I think a small break is very good, you know, when you kind of get overhit. Because what's the matter if you can't have fun anymore? I mean, we are playing those games because we like those games, you know.
We will defend the Elven lands.
And there is also a guy, I don't want to name him, but he's a perfect example for that one. He's leaving the community for like 6 months. He's, you know, even unfollowing every single channel. He leaves every single Discord. Then after 7-8 months, he comes back. He streams every day. He's super active in the Discord server. He types every single time. Then he gets kind of bored because he's spamming too much. Then he leaves again for 6 months, and he keeps doing that all the time. And I think that's a wrong approach. You gotta leave yourself some time, and you know, don't play it 24/7, and play other games in the meantime too. Look, Abe is also playing League of Legends. I believe there are many people playing also some other games. And yeah, your mental health is much more important than anything else. Nowadays, guys, by the way, the physical health is even better than health to, you know, like the damage to your brain. Like, that's really hard to be recovered. You gotta take a rest and kind of recover a little bit to have, again, fun in what you are doing. Mirkwoods on the field with Silvertone arrows, that's gonna be painful. But the weakness of the Mirkwood Elves is obviously the lack of defense, the lack of durability, right? They are kind of squishy units. And that means if you land multiple long shots on them, you can still one-shot them. However, if you cannot, you know, Felvin them, they will definitely be winning every single treat. You know, there is also Legolas, the prince of the Mirkwood Elves, guiding and leading the army to victory. A train archers was used. I want to see that. Cloud breaks are available, by the way. Hey, actually, that can be a great counter. The second you see the Felvin, maybe you can use Cloud break to stun them. This way they cannot cast the long shot. Maybe that's the way you can outplay this. But we shall see. Angmar has no fear resistant. Karsh is required to get fear resistant, and also Morgomir is only level 1. And hold on a second. When Morgomir gets level... Oh, he still got it off. He still got it off. He was using the Cloud break, but he still got it off. The long shot. And many of these units still got taken down. I mean, a couple of them were able to survive. I think heal was used for that one to keep them alive. And Morgomir is diving in. He has now the Dread Visage to the debuff. And Walder is chasing them down, but Mirkwood Elves are just too fast. You know, they can run you down literally. GMW 1994, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Didn't see you online on League for a long time, Shanks. What do you mean? I was playing like 4 days ago. Against Farad. Oh, Legolas. Nice, by the way, nice engage with the Snow Trolls. It's very good. Legolas is level 6, level 10, or level 7 unlocks the Arrow Wind. One more beautiful trample. Once again, the weakness of this Mirkwood is just the lack of defense. But now here's, you know, pikemen with heavy armor and forge blades backing them off. Even Snow Trolls, the tankiest cavalry unit in the game, they don't stand a chance against double buffed army. And there comes finally the end mood. And that's gonna change so much, because the thing about the Angmar faction is you lack of damage against ants. Your archers, they don't deal damage to ants. And for that reason, you need to get your Snow Trolls or your Hill Trolls to the backline to be able to attack the ants in the first place. However, you gotta get through a wave of Mirkwood Elves and Miflon sentry units with heavy armor and forged blades. So it's definitely easier said than done, and we shall see. And here's the one rank, but obviously he has no money to get anywhere close to be able to recruit the Dark Lord just yet. And he has 10 power points in the bag. I think in a situation like that, if I gotta be honest with you, the build has been sniped down. I think the frozen land would be a better choice because that's the only way Angmar can actually get additional leadership, and also it's gonna lead you later on to the Blight. And Blight Felvin is also a very great combination in which you can burst down those weak units and kill the Mirkwoods, turn them into the Whites, and you can use these Whites to kill the remaining units like the Miflon Sentry units. The thing is that a Mountain Giant, if you summon them, they will be taken down so extremely quickly because unlike ants, they are very vulnerable against normal arrows. Can't believe I found BFME community amazing. Yeah man, we are being around now for a really long time and it's really active, by the way. I mean, we will have, after the Champions League, which is gonna be at the end of this month, we will have a $1,300 tournament for 64 players from many different countries, and it's gonna be awesome. Meant League of Legends, my friends. I was also playing one single game yesterday before I went to bed. Oh, the arrow wave is boom, 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 boom. Dude, these blue arrows are looking so crazy. Oh, Legolas, no, Legolas, no. I mean, if this guy would have the Morgul Blades, he would have been in trouble, this Prince of the Mirkwood Elves, but he's fine, he's fine. 12 power points collected, but look, the power point department from, oh, he's gonna call it GG. Look at the power point lead anyway. You see, you need to kinda only be able to play around your Felvins. That's your only win condition in long terms, because the Mirkwoods, even though he was inactive for the, I don't know how many years, quite a long time, but he is coming back now, and he's gonna participate in the upcoming tournament as well as in the Champions League, and I wish for him the best. The Barracks into the Furnace coming up for the Isengard. On the other side, we see Farm coming up for the Man of the West player, Mr. Smoke on the right side. That's a very early Barracks opening. I'm assuming he wanna go for the creeping action with the pikemen, or he might also go rush, you know, Rooks and go forward. Shanks simping? Yes sir, sometimes I'm simping too, especially to my wife now. Kardeş çok hızlı konuşuyorsun. Öyle yapayım. Türk ailesinde yetişmek böyle bir şey olması lazım. Çünkü istediğini söyleyebilmek için bazen çok hızlı konuşman lazım evde, biliyor musun? But I'm, you know, by the way, guys, when you know, some of you guys telling me, Shanks, you are speaking way too fast. And trust me on that one, guys, when I was a child, when I was 8, 9, 10 years old, I was speaking way faster. That's already improved version of me, by the way. The reason is because when you grow in a Turkish family and you want to express your feelings and emotions, and you want to say something, they wouldn't let you talk. So the only possible way to actually tell what you think when you are a child is when you speak extremely fast before anybody can interrupt you, you know? And that's like a physiologic kind of thing, I believe. And it's still with me, even though I'm 31 years old now. That's obviously not the case anymore, but it's really hard to, you know, put the habits you got when you was young aside, and yeah. Alright, the trample is gonna come in clutch now with the Gondonites. Rallying Call is gonna be used. The Uruks, they are tanky but not tanky enough. They will be definitely taken down, and that's a great counter. Like basically that's countering the entire aggressive opening from the Uruk pit after the very first furnace from the Isengard player Zirael. He won't achieve anything. I mean, on the bright side, he was not using his war chant. That's something. He will have the buff advantage now. After the Gondonites are going to be able to clean this up. It was a stable delete, by the way. He was recruiting one Gondonite and demolishing the stable right after. I talk super fast, yeah. I hope you guys are still able to understand what I'm talking about. And for that reason, I personally cannot stand people when they talk too slow, you know. There are people like, the Gondonites, okay, the Gondonites are going now forward. They will try to deal economical damage to Isengard. They will try to get to the back. I mean, even when I try to speak slow, I can't. I'm impatient. That's why I can't watch this storytelling people on YouTube, and when they try to explain something which should be done in 20 seconds, but they take 20 minutes because they talk in 0.25x talk speed. I can't. I'm not that slow. I'm not talking about you, dude. I mean, there are extremely slow talking people. My grandfather was one of these guys, and I hated to have communication with him because, you know, there is obviously a communication. We are talking about a subject which can be literally done in like 10 seconds. But when I was talking with him, the 10-second conversation lasts for like 10 minutes and I could fall asleep. The Gondorites, they got badly damaged from Smoky and now he got a bail. They are only level 1. That means Smoky has definitely to build a well for the sustain and recovery. That's very important. Interrupt or hit you to stop talking childish nonsense. Yeah, true that. ADD. I don't know if I had it when I was a child, but it was also, you know, it's kind of difficult to explain. I think most of our habits are coming from the young age, you know, from our family, from the environment we grow up in the family, you know. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. He's creeping. We have now, after the first couple of minutes into the game, 400 command points for Eisen and 400 command points for man. And Fraudo Public for the resub for 4 months, my dude. Thank you so much.
Public just resubscribed for 4 months. Ahoy. Here we go.
Here we go, my dudes. Welcome to the stream. And thanks for the huge support for 4 months already. Means a lot. And Eisengasm is also in the chat. Just in time to see the Isengard faction in action. Isengard is creeping even more. He was also building an offensive furnace at the top right corner. That's pretty good. And men are now leading forward. We have pikemen, soldiers, archers. That's a huge army actually. Imagine if you have Theoden in there, you know. Theoden is very underrated. Definitely underrated. You can support them with additional leadership and make them stronger and tankier. And Isengard can kind of play around that with the Kribin, but he has not the power points yet. Warchan is going to be used defensively, Rallying Call is going to be used offensively, and that's going to be a clash between Uruk's pikemen, crossbowmen against Gondor soldiers, Rohan spearmen, and Gondor archers. I mean, they are losing the position though. They are losing the position. Get into the backline at least. Yes, sir. Kribin is going to be unlocked and used now. That's going to be a combat advantage for the Isengard faction because they are now debuffing the enemy units, which makes their units obviously deal more damage now. And the front line is going to be cleaned up. A great defense at the end of the day from the Isengard player, Zirael. 450 command points for Isengard, 450 command points for man. The well is recovering those units slowly but surely. Again, one well is just taking too much time. Maybe you got to build a second one to improve the healing speed. And Archer range level 2 now, and that's gonna change something because Ithilien rangers are obviously much better than crossbowmen. But Isengard can also go for the extroverts later on. Extroverts, they are also kind of like a great counter to the enemy archers, but they are like slower. They are like medium range, you know, they are not as long range as the Archer battalion. The statue is coming up, campy style. Maybe Boromir could be nice to stun the enemy units because Isengard needs Saruman to be level 5 for the fear resistant. That's why I believe fear effects like from Boromir or from Cloudbreak against Isengard can be quite useful because Saruman is a very situational hero, quite expensive, hard to get on the field and hard to get to level 5. We have also Black Orcs now, ladies and gentlemen, coming from the inn. And also the inn at the bottom left side. I mean, Isengard player was creeping actually a lot. Look at the PowerPoint department. Kribin, Warchan 3 power points against 4 power points only after Rallying Call only. So Smoky is definitely so behind in terms of power points. Isengard is looking strong, but he gotta keep this level 2 furnace protected. This army is looking dangerous to me. They have rangers, 2 of them. They will hit way harder than normal Gondor archers. Warg Riders on the field, and he has only 2 pikemen. I mean, 2 pikemen are not bad. You can still kind of burst them down fast enough with your crossbowmen, and after you kill them, you can go for an engage with the Warg Riders. But there comes another squad from Isengard. The farm is gonna be definitely taken down. No heroes all game long from both the players. No Lords, no Sharku from Isengard, no Boromir, no Theoden, no Elma from Gondor. Maybe stable once again, because the Gondorites, they are still recovering. It feels like they are sitting on this spot now for like 10 minutes. Black Orcs, they are so strong. Oh, okay. Beautiful trample, one more beautiful trample. Nice micro from Zirel, but can he do it one more time? Yes, sir. He's gonna get actually slowed down. The charge is not as effective. That's bad. Long shot is incoming into the backline, but Zirel is paying attention. He will be moving aside, and the long shot will hit nothing but the ground itself. And Isengard, once again, will be able to defend himself and win this fight. In the meantime, Black Orcs are creeping the Wortley at the bottom right side. It's the last remaining creep on the map forts of Eisen, and Isengard is looking very strong and super solid. 8 power points in the bank after the Creepane and Warchan. 10 is gonna give you the chance to either summon the White Man of Dunland or to go for the Devastation eventually to burst your eco one step ahead, which might be invested into something like Lurtz, or even save up a bit more and recruit Saruman. Saruman can be also very good because he can level up so extremely fast. Once he gets level 2, the fireball rotation, you can use fireball from a long and safe distance and over and over again to get Saruman to the level 6 for the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is also long range. I think Thunderbolt is better in most situations than Easterlight, and Fireball is also just greater than Lightning Sword. There is no way Lightning Sword is as good as Fireball, because Lightning Sword is a skill shot and Fireball is just like on hit, boom, you can use it from a long distance and keep yourself protected. And Saruman and Gandalf are very similar to each other. I mean, the only big differential is obviously that Saruman cannot be mounted, but other than that, I think Saruman is not weaker than Gandalf, trust me on that one, because level 10 from Gandalf gives you the chance to use Word of Power and kill them, but level 10 from Saruman gives you the chance to steal the enemy units and make them fight for you. Permanently, by the way. It's not temporarily, it's permanently. You can steal them. Why kill them when you can convince them to fight for you? Look at these Tower Guards, boys. Look at them. They are looking so sexy in the HD edition. Look at this. Look at this. How they are walking. They are looking like the 300 Spartians, you know? Sparta! Oh, bad trample. Oh, he actually gonna lose a lot of these units. The Porcupine formation is giving you additional 75% increased armor, which can stack with tall ground stand. So you can make your units quite beefy. And we have Boromir now on the field, ladies and gentlemen. Isengard has still no heroes on the field. Lords can be definitely great, but he has the White Man of Dunland summon. Where are the Gondor Knights at? He was pressuring. They are finally level 2. That's good. Isengard has 600 command points. Men have 585. It's pretty equal in terms of the command points department, but men are kind of behind in the power point department. So, with that being said, maybe Rohirrim, maybe Angmar to sport the Gondor Knight, because he has only one. He might need more than that. Maybe even other heroes. Who knows? I think heroes are a great investment into the very late game. So if you can stall the game out, heroes you gotta recruit now are gonna pay off big time in like 5 to 10 minutes after. Especially heroes like Boromir with the you know, game winning, battle winning power point, or you know, not power point, but the spell, the Horn of Gondor, can decide to fight for you. Beautiful trample into the backline, but he's gonna get slowed down now. He might still get away. Yes, sir, he will get away. They are tanky. They don't die quite fast against the crossbowman. Look at this one ranger battalion. One ranger is all it takes. Quality over quantity. Boromir is chilling. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to die. The furnace is going to be found from a different squad with 2 tower guards, 1 ranger and 1 Gondor archer. This is going to be slowly but surely taken down. This fight is going to be still won by Isengard in long terms, but he's stalling the fight. Look at this tower guards in the front line. They are so beefy and extremely tanky with rallying call, hold ground, and porcupine formation. It takes you legit ages to get through the strong front line of the Man of the West player. He's now moving also from the middle. The Warg Rider is gonna run into the tower guards. It's a bad thing. He will be taken down. And the very first hero is gonna be Sharku. So I was actually expecting Lurtz, if I gotta be honest with you guys. I think Lurtz is a better choice because that's the only way you can get leadership unlocked from the Isengard faction to make your units a bit stronger. But Sharku, Sharku can be good to counter the enemy cavalry, but there is only one single Gondor Knight anyway. And Smokey was doing a good job keeping this Gondor Knight alive. Or is he actually dead already? I don't see the Gondor Knight anymore. Maybe he's dead. Marketplace, Grand Harvest for 15% more boost from the farms to get more money, and that's gonna be quite helpful on this level 3 farm, for example. Bombadil! We missed the beautiful Sonic song on the White Man of Dunland special summon. Tom Bombadil doesn't care. He's diving into the backline, and All you can do is run. Fly, you fools. Run for your lives. You can't do anything else.
This be the hour.
Arlambo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. Okay, Sonic Song is available once again. Tom Bombadil, and that's the one thing, you know, I've never seen people actually trying to kill Tom Bombadil. Every time he gets special summoned, people choose to disengage. They choose to run for their lives. And Boromir, in the meantime, is level 3. Oh, that's gonna become more dangerous now and more one-sided. And if Boromir gets level 4, he can level up those rangers to level 2, which unlocks automatically their long shot. It means wombo combo time. And again, no fear resistant on the Isengard side, right? There is no fear resistant. Charku is level 2, level 3 is required for the Blood Hunt, which is leadership, just like Eoma for the War Riders only. But this army is looking strong, man. Elite archers, elite tower guards, elite pikemen, that is looking dangerous. When does the tournament start? Very soon. We need one more player, and then it's gonna begin, my friends. And you know, we can actually open the group stage already, and most of the games can also be played off stream if they need to be played off the stream. And once we get to the 16 player mark for the double elimination, it's gonna be all on stream. But ideally, I wanted to wait until the Champions League is over, so we don't have 2 events running at the same time. But if more people want to start with it now, it's fine also, I don't mind. I think that's about lore. It's also the case in BFME 1, der Kaiser. You know, in BFME 1, it's also like the evil factions, lack of sustain. They gotta get level 2 to be able to recover over time. And good factions, they have the sustain advantage. But evil factions in BFME 1, to compromise that, have more money and more leadership. I mean, giving now sustain like BFME 2 did it, right? BFME 2, you have House of Healing, you have, you know, even the heal spell from the spellbook for Isengard and Mordor and Goblins. They can literally have a heal spell from the spellbook, but it doesn't really feel right because evil factions in the films and also generally they didn't really care about keeping the units alive. No, it's about spamming units or long shots. Horn of Gondor is on cooldown now. It was used. The barracks is gonna be the target from the tower guards. They are dealing actually great amount of damage. The Creepane is debuffing them, making them weaker. But Isengard is falling apart, definitely. During all this time, another squad is coming. The level 3 furnace is now open for a potential attack. Cloud break stun. Hey, you cannot move. Stun of Gondor. And then, 5 seconds later, the stun of the Cloud break. The stun stacking, you know, like from Men of the West with Horn of Gondor and Cloud break, from Elves with Golden Arrow, from Haldir, Starlight from Glorfindel, Cloud break from the Spellbook. You can actually have so much stunning effects, that's unbelievable. They have the red Goblin player Ziriel at the top side against the blue Man of the West player Mr. Smog at the bottom side. 2 farms coming up for the Man of the West. I mean, no. To be honest, until today, I didn't have any ideas about the name you're gonna choose for the child. Because I don't know, I didn't know until very recent. I just like figured out 10 minutes ago, literally, the gender myself. And we gotta start thinking about it now. Name him Beyond Standards. It's a long name, dude. It's a really long name. We have barracks coming up after 2 farms for Man of the West into the 3rd farm. On the other side, we see tunnel, Goblin Cave, in tunnel number 3. So let's talk about this matchup and also about this map for the Goblin faction specifically, because again, it's a very gigantic, ginormous map in which goblins can shine bright like a diamond. Look at this layout. You have like so many different pathways you can follow to build your tunnels at, right? You can build tunnel here, for example, in the corner. You can build it like in the entire bot lane. You can build it behind the enemy fortress because the gap is here too big that if you build it here, for example, it's going to be still invisible for the Man of the West player. That means you can pressure him from multiple sides at the same time. And Man of the West has to be kind of more careful about that, kind of play a bit more safe and care about the map control, care about the pathing of the units. Don't focus on one pathway all the time because your opponent might play around it. So you gotta scout the bottom side, you gotta scout the top side, you gotta scout the middle on each side, left and right. I mean, I have like obviously a couple of ideas what the name can be, But that's something I needed to make a special agreement with my wife, you know, and because for the first kid, I chose the name. It was kind of hilarious moment how it actually went. We were in the hospital, and after the birth of my daughter, the doc told me, you know, asked me, do you already have a name? And I said, yeah. And I said the name, and boom, the name was set without having any discussions beforehand. You know what I'm saying? We were obviously having some talks about what the name can be, but we didn't decide on one name yet. And my wife was kind of disappointed. She was pissed, to be honest with you guys. She was like, hey, how, you know, I'm also the mother, you know. And I said, okay, you know what, for the second child you can eventually choose, and obviously she can not choose any random name I don't like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not only about me. I mean, the name of my daughter is Mira. It's a Turkish name, yes. Where could we vote? In Discord, in general chat. Okay, the push is incoming to the stable coming up, but goblins are here. The builder. Be careful, the builder is gonna get in safety. It's gonna focus down the farm only, and the farm might be actually taken down. Yes, sir. It's gonna be definitely. Does he have rebuild? No, he has Rallying Call. He's gonna use Rallying Call offensively. The Goblin Cave is the target. The Goblin Cave and the Orc Pit are so extremely squishy. They're even squishier than a tunnel, so you can take them down in literally no time. And yeah. He was also using Warchan defensively, by the way, but he was able to destroy the farm at least. That's better than nothing. But he lost one of the Goblin Caves. So I don't personally think it's not a horrible situation for the Goblin player. Losing a Goblin Cave when you have a second one already on the field isn't gonna hurt you as much as losing a tunnel. So losing a tunnel, I personally believe, is more painful because you can build multiple Goblin Caves anyway. But your tunnel is gonna remain with the experience it gets and gets to level 2 sooner, which is gonna make it tankier, give you more command points and more cash. 2 units for a cave, yeah. It's not worth it. And also Rallying Call, by the way. I mean, he was using 2 units in Rallying Call. The Gondonite, they can't even enter the battlefield because Man of the West player's command points capped. He's down to 350 command points only, and he has a barracks in the front here. He's gonna fight now, and he's pushing from the top side. He has already one Gondonite on the field. Okay, I take it back. And that's gonna mean Spiderlings. Spiderlings, if you don't know, can actually crush those Gondonites, as they are like a great counter to enemy cavalry. And what you would definitely need in this matchup, if you choose to recruit more than one Gondonite, is Angmar. You wanna recruit Angmar because Angmar can make bank for you guys. Like, the amount of money you can generate in long terms from Angmar's outlaw leadership is kind of crazy. He needs to fight this. You cannot run away from the Spiderlings. They are faster than you. But even in this situation, with the Venom Sacks, they will deal more damage. And they might actually be able to crash the Gondonites. Or, boom, the poison now. Boom, that's gonna be close. But heal is gonna be used. Okay, that with the heal, he will be able to win the fight. But you can see the Gondonites, they require a lot of experience to be able to get to level 2. For that reason, the Man of the West player, once again, like in the previous game, has to eventually build a well. In the meantime, we have a small fight around this side. And Danu, 93, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome. Okay, 450 command points in the bank for men and 450 for the goblins. I mean, goblins command points really don't matter too much because you can always build those barrow expansions to get even more command points. Every single one of these is gonna give you additionally 75%, not 75%, 75 flat more command points. Okay, so there is another push coming. Rallying Call is gonna be available. Yes, sir, it's gonna be available indeed. And Gondonites, soldiers, more Gondor soldiers, and 1 pikeman. Fissure up, but it's a little bit too late. The level 2 tunnel, almost level 2 tunnel, is gonna be definitely bursted down. This attack is going to be painful for goblins. And there comes the commitment. Destroy it! Boom, boom. I like the Warchan sound so much. Like, it sounds really good. The fissure before recruiting any unit, it's getting literally blown up. Nice commitment, nice clumping, nice surrounding by Smoky. Definitely the way you want to play it. The Gondonites are taking care of the Goblin spam. The Spider Pit level 1 is the target number 2. And look at this DPS, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy. When you get the chance to clump like that, when you get the chance to surround it, you can burst down everything beside the fortress in few seconds. And look at the surrounding. Do you see how he's playing with the Gondanites? And he's not randomly right-clicking. He's positioning them so he can get the maximum amount of DPS. And that's very important to improve your gameplay as well. Clumping is one of the most important things, to be honest with you. Not only when it comes to kill the enemy buildings and structures, but also to kill enemy heroes, for example. Because the thing is, unlike in Battle for Middle-earth 1, the unit battalion size from BFME 2 and Rise of the Witch King is much bigger. And when you right-click only, you can cause them to attack only the, the front line. Basically, those 5 units are going to be able to attack. And the other ones are going to chill and try to attack, but they can't micro themselves. You got to micro for them. For that reason, when you attack a farm, you don't want to attack here, right-click. You want to get to this side, surround it, make sure that they are lined up like this. Then you right-click. You know? Cave Pads is going to be on cooldown for the next fight. And I've also seen Angmar. Angmar, the Horse Lord of Rohan. There he is, boys. For death and glory. The new king of Rohan, by the way.
Force it down.
Force it down. I mean, goblins are falling behind, definitely. 550 against 525, but that's... I mean, if you want to see who's ahead, one simple look into the minimap will give you so much information. Like you can see he has this under his control. With this, look how much, vision he has. Do you see that? He's able to see everything until this location here, right? This is still out of vision, but he's getting a lot of vision control from one single structure only. And because of that, he's now moving from the bottom side to see also the tunnels, because he knows and there are no tunnels here nearby. That means he can play aggressively on the other side of the map. And he's going to be able to win the skirmishes. Angmar is getting more and more experience. He's now level 2. Level 4 is required for the outlaw leadership, which means cash, cash, money, money, money. Okay. The creep is going to be secured also by the Goblin player. He has half-troll swordmen now on the field. I believe you gotta also recruit some half-troll pikemen, because they are tanky as hell. The build is getting in safety, should be fine. Riding Call is gonna be available. We're gonna also get some half-troll marauders indeed. They cost 72 command points, just like the half-troll swordmen, the same price too. I mean, they nerfed the half-troll swordmen, by the way, against Gondanites. So earlier, like a couple of versions ago, the half-troll swordmen were able to win the 1v1 situation against Gondanites. The only swordman that could do that. But they nerfed them. They still can't be trampled down, but in a one-on-one situation, if you right-click, I think the Gondanites should be able to come ahead. Does it make sense to build Rohirrim Archer and to counter the pikemen? Not really. I mean, you are still able to deal some damage, but the damage is so low. It kind of makes sense because it would be kind of busted, because then the Man of the West faction could legit build only the stable and counter everything. Rohirrim Archer to counter the pikemen, Rohirrim to counter the swordmen and archers. It would be kind of busted. So the DPS from the Rohirrim Archers is not very good against pikemen. Pikemen are very resistant against that. 7 power points collected. 700 command points, 750 now. 7 power points after all the 5 power points from the spellbook. On the other side, we see 9, almost 10 power points after the Cave Pads and War Chant. The only horse archer battalion that could eventually take down the pikemen is Linden's from the Elven faction. When they get the Silverton arrows, it's over. Silverton arrows on the Lindens, GG. Like, you can crush everything. I've seen it a couple of times. It's obviously really expensive. It's a long-term investment. But when you get to the point in which you have like 5 battalions of Linden horse archers with Silverton arrows, there is nothing that can happen to you, You literally one-shot everything. The barracks, oh nice commitment though. That's very good attack with the Weapon of Dalin summon. Warchan is on cooldown unfortunately, but he will be able to take down the level 2 farm as well. Look at the money from the Weapon of Dalin. They are stealing. Rebuild is going to be used, but it's going to delay, not going to deny. The farm is going to be still bursted down. The half-troll pikemen, I'm telling you, they are dealing so incredible a lot of damage, but the Rohirrim are coming just in time to protect the wells. One trample is all it takes. Trample them down to death. Charge them down. In the meantime, the counter-attack with the Hobbit summon from the Shire. You have now Frodo Baggins, Samwise Gamgee, Meriadoc Brandybog, and Peregrine Tope. The gang of the Shire is arriving to crush the goblins. Angmar and his horses. Level 4 Outlaw is unlocked. The tunnel level 2 is going to be eventually taken down. But there comes the half-troll pikemen, and you don't want to joke with them. They are going to crush your horses regardless if they have leadership or not. Heal is going to be used, and look at how much damage they are taking now from the half-troll pikemen. Heal is on cooldown. He has 3 Golden Knights, but every single one of these battalions is actually quite badly damaged, highly damaged. And that's a very good thing. I liked what he's doing, because what you can do is place one half-troll pikeman inside your tunnel, and you can get them out whenever you need them. And Hobbit Summon is going to be gone very soon. Samwise Gamgee with the right click on the frying pan. Use it. Samwise Gamgee, do it. No, he's not going to use it. He's not even bothering. Look at this. Peregrine Took. You full of a Took. Throw yourself in there. Next time. Look at this. The brave warrior from the Shire. And he's gone. 9 power points collected, 675 command points available for goblins, and 900 command points available. Look at the minimap, dude. That's crazy how well Smoky is expanding. Frodo Baggins, the ring bearer, randomly died to the fortress towers by trying to solo kill the fissure. And that's the proof that Frodo Baggins, all alone, could have done nothing but die in the films. It was the real hero. You know, I don't care if you agree or not, but the real Hobbit hero was definitely Samwise Gamgee. Angmar is getting level 5. He is underestimating the pikeman damage. He's feeding a lot of power points, and that's the one thing, by the way. If you lose units like Rohirrim, which are high expensive, high cost command point wise and also money wise, you will also donate a lot of power points to your opponent. Now we have a cave troll, ladies and gentlemen. They got a cave troll. Do the Wells heal in an active fight? Yes, sir. They always heal. Even though they might say something else. No, they don't even say something else. But the Wells are always healing. Same to the Battle Wagon, for example. If you get the Battle Wagon heal upgrades, you can heal while you are fighting. And 950 command points versus 575, 11 power points in the bank after the White Man of Dunlin special summon, and we have 11 power points in the bank also for the Man of the West player after the Hobbit summon. Now here's a group of units around the bottom side, but they are only with 2 goblins and 1 half-troll pikeman, which is badly damaged. This shouldn't be achieving anything. The troll is kind of chasing down Angmar and his horses, but Angmar can turn and fight him. With the spear throw, he can chunk him too. Remember, this goblin troll has no sustain, has no recovery until you get level 2. And the surrounding effect, the perma pressure, like there is permanent pressure, and I believe, you know, that Scavenger is also very underrated. And there comes the Rangers, I mean, the Italian Rangers, Dunedain Rangers. Just want to say massive thank you. Your videos helped me to get this game after years. I had original CD, but I could not start it before. Thank you again, Hema. You are welcome. Just have fun. Appreciate your appearance in the chat. I'm happy if I could help you out, and hopefully you will enjoy the Battle for Middle-earth games, my dude. Oh, sorry guys, I was muted. Sorry, my bad. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry for waiting. Thank you for waiting. We have the goblins against dwarves this time on a beautiful map, Westfold. Hey Zorba, welcome. Welcome, my dude. Extrovert start from Zirael against goblins. It's okay. You know, you can do that. That's possible. Is this Age of Mythology ambience? Yes, sir. You like it? And yeah, we have 2 tunnels into the Goblin Cave, into the 3rd tunnel coming up for the goblins. And on the other side, we have a very offensive and aggressive build style from Zirael once again. Extroverts are great against goblins early on, but you need to get some frontline definitely to be able to protect them and keep them alive. It's very important. Extroverts. In Goblin Cave number 2. These RTS are my childhood favorites. Yeah, man. Same. I was also playing Age of Mythology back in the day quite actively. Like when I was 13, 14 years old. And I still believe that Age of Mythology is one of these games which is not getting the love it deserves, you know? Mute? I was muted, yes. But it's not muted. I'm not muted anymore, P3. Don't try me. You guys want to have this imitating voice? I mean, should I be one of these Twitch streamers with, you know, the microphone right in front of my mouth, so you can literally hear me whispering in your ears? I'm in your head now. I don't know, man. I'm regretting my choice with the microphone, because this microphone what I have is a microphone which needs to be very close to my mouth. Otherwise, you know, look, I personally put the microphone here. And when I put the microphone here, you can see or hear the differential, you know. But this microphone is meant to be right here. So right in front of my face. Right in front of my mouth. So you can hear me breathing. Alright guys, and welcome to the battle for Middle-earth 2, the Rise of the Witch King show matches between Zirael from Russia and his opponent Mr. Smog from Ukraine. Extrovert start, and he was creeping, oh yeah. Creeping action is going on, 400 command points for the Goblin player, but 350 command points only for the Dwarven player, Zirael. Oh yeah. Guys, I don't want you to get horny, you know what I'm saying? That's not one of these websites. That's not one of these hot tub streams, guys.
These axes will do.
Those axes will do. Okay. OMG Shanks, you like it? You like it. It was hot, right? You know, that's how I actually was talking to my wife, you know, because on the phone I was trying so hard to make my voice as sexy as possible, but then she come to Germany and I'm talking like this, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking like this. He's like, this is not the voice I heard all the time. I was faking it. The Mindshot is gonna be taken down. Big push is incoming.
Gather some axes.
300 command points only for dwarves, and that's the thing, you know, you fall behind and it's over. It's over. It is over. But guys, my voice is not horrible to listen to, right? I mean, I'm pretty happy with my voice. I think it's not too deep, it's not too bright. It's perfectly balanced as all things should be. I'm actually, you know, I wanted to become a voice actor, guys. I'm telling you. When I was younger, I wanted to be one of these guys in Germany who's talking for something like Thor, for example. Bring me Thanos! Something like this, you know? But I couldn't. Because you need to have connections to reach the spot. I mean, connections are a thing in the entire world. Regardless where you're living, you gotta know the right people to get to a spot. Like, you can get basic jobs in Germany, but in order to reach the top of the top, you literally need to know somebody who is already somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? The goblins are creeping at the same time. That's gonna be the first oh, but look at this army, my man. What? This army is looking dangerous to me. Look at this extroverts, man. Lots of them. Battle wagon with Sport 2, double buff action. Oh, this is gonna be difficult. Holy moly.
They need our axes out there.
No, look at this. Boom. Oh, the burst incoming. The burst is incoming, boys. 450 command points, but this is gonna be changed now. The command point differential is gonna be changed because this army is gonna be really hard to stop. Now Smoky has to be... Oh, but Smoky is building an army worthy of Mordor. Yes, even the horse bonus now. But he's gonna have to sacrifice those tunnels. The only thing about this army, what I'm worried about, is that he has no front line. He has nothing to keep those goblins away from the extroverts. Besides the one battle wagon, that's it. But what he can eventually do is, hey, listen to me, guys. One oil bottle is all it takes. Trust me on that one. Imagine an oil bottle right now. Imagine that. Do it. Do it. Oil bottle them. Don't get trampled down. Don't get trampled into a massive goblin. Boom! Oil bottle! And look how many goblins are dying. Do you see that? Do you see how many of them died instantly? Imagine the second battle wagon. You split the oil bottle. He's trying to surround. He's trying to use poison blades, but extroverts. Beautiful trample is incoming. Quality goes over quantity. Look at this. Massive destruction. Heal is gonna come in clutch, and extrovert spam is the key to victory against goblins apparently, and there are no spider riders on the field. He has double barrow expansions to keep the command points as high as potentially possible. There comes the counter commitment. Warchan is gonna be even used offensively. You wanna try to deal economical damage. You wanna destroy this force works. You wanna destroy the archer range, but he's gonna lose everything in the meantime. Never mind, he was actually smart using Tainted Land defensively for the same buff and the same stats you would get normally from the Warchant. And Warchant was used offensively. He will be winning this fight, but the battle wagon is gonna change that all because one trample is all it takes. Goblins, even with buff, are still only goblins. They're gonna be run down and you will get one-shotted. But this army doesn't stop here. They keep going, they keep doing what they are doing. Smart choice from Smoky, targeting, hard targeting, focusing the battle wagon. Do you see that? They are focusing and the battle wagon will be slain by the towers. but the extroverts, they can still keep going, and another Goblin cave will be taken down. That's crazy. The tunnel here will hurt him, but the battle wagon should be able to protect the rest. Now the battle wagon has to spot, the army has to come to the spot. But remember, he was getting extroverts on the battle wagon. He's also expanding really nicely at the bottom left side, which is keeping his command points still extremely high. Look at the command points from Smoky, but he has barely any units on the field. That's the downside of the story. That's the problem about the situation. Extroverts now, they gotta bail. They are taking way too much damage from the fortress, from the Goblin spam. He has still one Goblin cave up on the field. Spider Pit level 2 upgrade is incoming for the Spider Riders. That's gonna be a great counter unit to the extrovert spam. And again, what he needs is desperately some pikemen, some guardians in the front to absorb all the damage. And also keep in mind that guardians and pikemen, they are not only there to sit and tank, they can also hit like a truck and take down the enemy buildings one by one. Oh, okay, one more trample is incoming. He has extroverts on this one. He needs definitely one more. I mean, ideally and prefer, you know, you wanna have always two battle wagons, guys. One with the banner and one with the well. That's important to have the sustain advantage on your units. You know, that's extremely important. 550 command points with dwarves and 825 actually. But look at the money. Look at the command point usage. He has 825, but he has only 40 units from 825 command points. He's poor. He has no money because he keeps spamming tunnels at the bottom side. And the thing is, not a single one of them has any protection. So that means if the Dwarven player chooses to move to the bottom side, he will be easily able to destroy every single one of these tunnels in a few seconds. Maybe Gloin can be a nice choice, but it's fine. He is now good to go. He has banner once again on this army. He has not even the cave pads to nullify enemy leadership bonuses. That means the Dwarven army also for the upcoming battle will have a double buff advantage. Now, he has even frontline with one pikeman. It means the pikeman has to do nothing else but keep the extroverts protected against the one Spider Rider battalion coming out of the Spider Pit very, very soon. And during all this time, the Goblin player is still getting a bunch of money from these tunnels, right? These tunnels are still perfectly fine. Look at this. Almost level 2 every single one of these. This one is also almost level 2. This one is level 2 already. Not looking bad for goblins, to be honest. There comes the trample with the Spider Riders, but they are double buff. Look at the Spider Riders. And that's, I mean, Spider Riders, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like they are kind of feeling underwhelming, in my personal opinion. I mean, you guys maybe, I mean, not maybe, you definitely have more advantage, like especially a couple of you guys are in the chat and stuff. You guys know much better than me, but I feel like Spider Riders, for a unit, you need to get your building to level 2 first and invest 600 command, resources and 72 command points. They kind of feel underwhelming. They don't feel really strong to me. Something is missing with them. I don't know if they are too weak, if they have like low damage, low armor, low HP. I don't know, but look at this. Dude, they are getting bullied the second they enter the battlefield, and they cost 600. It's not like they are not for free, you know? Put them inside. You can put them inside. Yeah. I mean, the extra was spam actually the key to victory apparently against goblins. Holy moly. I think they didn't receive any changes. The only changes they received was actually the poison arrow damage against trolls and against Fairbeast. So they just wanted to what can I say? You know, to make the goblins against Mordor matchup a bit more easier for the goblins. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. He's building up this expansion to kill the tower, but it's not gonna come even up. Cancel it to get money back. He didn't even cancel it. He lost the money. That's 600, by the way. You just lose just like that. Cave Pets is available. He needs to use it, but what's the matter? Can you commit on this fight? The well is coming up. You see the snowballing effect? Mineshaft, mineshaft. But the thing is, those tunnels are still remaining untouched, and that's the reason why Smoky is still in the game. That's the reason why Smoky has still 675 command points in the bank. But the command points are not gonna get you the victory. You need army to fill the command points with something. Mumma kills are going to war apparently, guys. Mumma kills are here to support the Goblin faction. The fortress is under attack. It takes heavily damage. The Spider Riders are looking to get into the backline, but they are getting bullied even with the war chant. They can't really achieve too much, even though the pikemen are almost dead. And yeah, he's building yet another giant sentry expansion. There is one extrovert. I mean, why don't you put extroverts inside the tower? I would just put one of them to bully even those Spider Riders a bit more. The giant expansion is coming up now. The siege damage against the tower. Will be able to take it down in a couple of shots, like 3 hits you need. That's all it takes, literally. You get more and more reinforcements. The Goblin will have a struggling time now, because the second he deals with the army, more army will be approaching, because Hall of Warriors is gonna be built up offensively. Now what you can do is go for the siege hammers. Get this to level 2, get for the siege hammers, and go for the fortress, because the fortress is so heavily damaged already that you can legit take it down in a few seconds. He's gonna go for the armor upgrade on the fortress to make it a bit more tanky, which is gonna increase the durability of the fortress against, you know, like damage from extrovers. But the siege hammers is gonna still hit like a truck. The giant expansion will be taken down after taking down the statue, and it's gonna fall now as the expansion is gonna get blown up. Oh, he actually one-shots the well almost. And I cannot believe it. Zirael didn't scout this area. 1, 2, 3, 4 tunnels remaining untouched for the last 5 minutes into the game. Rallying call for the double buff action. The key pads are on cooldown. There is no debuff going on. 12 power points, 13 power points now in the bank. Heal is on cooldown. The battle wagon is getting hard focus once again from Smoky. That's what you are supposed to do. You want to target manually with the fortress, the battle wagon. This way the enemy units are losing the double buff. One trample into the backline, beautifully executed from Smoky this time, and he will be able to defend himself for now. It's a suffer game, trust me, that one, because dwarves, they won't stop pressuring you non-stop. There is a tower coming up for dwarves. He needs to bring more reinforcements ASAP. 14 power points. We get more battle wagons now on the field. Maybe even Demolisher could be a nice choice to go for the siege. Demolisher is pretty much like a mini grunt, you know, hitting like a truck against fortress and buildings. Okay.
The phalanx will bring some order.
Eisen with the gifted sub to Jan Lahmajun. Oh, Lahmajun Jan checked, yeah. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Eisen for 31 gifted subs in total to the channel, my man. You are a hero. Thank you, thank you.
Esengasm gifted Yukan Lamatune 98 a subscription. What a monster. Esengasm gifted a tier 1 sub to Yukan Lamatune 98. They have given 31 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you so much for the 31. Uchan. Sorry. My bad. These Guardians are ready to fight. Men of the Yield with fire arrows taking care of this half-troll swordman like a no-man business. He gets more and more mineshafts up on the field. Yeah, I mean, look at this. He's gonna be finally able to see them. Finally, like he needs to realize, okay, something is wrong. You know what I'm saying? How does this guy have so much money? And also around this side, look at that. Like, he's expanding so nicely, and dwarves are kind of tunnel vision focusing on the one location. And that's why on a map like Westfold, it's important to use the side lanes as well. You don't want to use the front line and the one pathway in the middle of the map only. You need to scout. The Haradrims are going to war, ladies and gentlemen. Guardians at the ready. If he destroyed the production buildings instead of attacking the fortress, I think he would have won by now. Through that, I think attacking the fortress, if with extroverts only, is not gonna be effective enough. You gotta just focus down the buildings behind, especially this level 3 tunnel. You know, that's very important building. You need to destroy that as soon as possible. But he's definitely looking strong. He's taking care now of these tunnels. He will be able to find this level 2 tunnel as well. In 900 command points versus 725. But he has Scavenger. And that's the good thing about goblins, because now with Scavenger, you will get infinite money for killing all this stuff. And dwarves, they will eventually need something like siege hammers or upgrades, like forge blades, heavy armor. Can be nice on his guardians to make them more beefy and more tanky. Because look at this mountain giant. You see that? He's taking care of every single thing here. It's amazing how he hasn't won yet through that. Actually, I'm also surprised that he's not even, you know, this game isn't over yet, guys. Scavenger and 6 power points after that one, and there comes the counter attack, you know, that's the thing. And I like the way that Smoky chose actually the more risky stuff with the Scavenger over like a White Man of the Unnamed Summon. You know, the White Man of the Unnamed Summon might help you out of the situation for a short time, but then it's gonna be painful later on, you know. Smoke is kind of good at this game. Yeah, Smoke is one of the best players in the game, dude. What do you mean? Smokey is one of the best players in the game. Smokey was able to win WCS 19, WCS 20. Like, he won 2 times the biggest event in the last 3 years for Rise of the Witch King in the 1v1 tournament. 7, he was also winning Christmas tournament. Like, he won. He's the most valuable, I mean, he's the MVP definitely of Rise of the Witch King in tournaments, at least in the past 3 years. 800 command points against 860, and you see this. I mean, the goblins are literally closing the gap in the command points department and also in the power points department. You know, seriously, that's kind of crazy. And also unbelievable that the troll layer is still remaining on the field. But he hasn't won WCS 2023 yet. Yeah, sad. But it's gonna, hopefully it's gonna happen too, guys. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, we have King Brand on the field, a bit late, but it's okay. And look at this, dude. The game is literally turning around. What is happening? Bro, who is who in this one? I'm slightly colorblind. The red dwarven player is Zirael, as you can see at the scoreboard. You know, the scoreboard colors are always matching with the colors in the game. Blue is Smok and red is Zirael. It's goblins from Smoky against dwarves from Zirael. And Zirael was hardcore winning. He was hardcore winning, and then he kinda is losing now. What? I don't kind of unbelievable. The battle wagon, Smoky is having a great turnaround. After all, Swordman now, they are beefy, tanky. Spider Allies was special summoned as well, and all of a sudden he lose every single mineshaft. The build is gonna get in safety by building a wall up. The spider links are gonna look for this mineshaft. They will be able to find it. There is no defense. There is a random tower. I think that one from the summon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's from the summon. You can see the HP differential, right? This one has 2500 HP, so it's from the summon. The summon one has more HP than the one you can build up. Or the level 2 tunnel, almost level 3, is gonna be found, and Smoke is gonna try to defend this, but I think it's gonna be not possible. If you just focus down the tunnel, it's gonna be definitely taken down. Look at the money from dwarves. Do you see that? And the power points. Holy moly, he has 18 power points after the Man of Steel, so he's only 7 away from his 25. Which can be either you know, for Earthquake or for the Summon Citadel, you know? 19 power points now. He might go for the King Dean or for Gimli as well. Smoke strongest player ever. I wouldn't say ever. And I keep saying it. It's very important that it doesn't really matter that this guy can win or lose once. He was the most consistent player in the last 3 years. And I've been in Rise of the Witch King in the last 3 years. I cannot talk and say, hey, who was the best player in 5 years ago or 8 years ago? I don't know. I have no knowledge. From what I have seen, from the tournaments I've been hosting, and I've been hosting many tournaments for Rise of the Witch King. You know, maybe more than 50 tournaments in total in the last 3 years. WCS, Christmas tournament, I don't know, Halloween events. Like, we have done so many tournaments for Rise of the Witch King in the past 3 years. And in those tournaments, the one player who was always having a consistent performance and always reaching the top 3 spots, either being the winner, the 2nd place, or at bare minimum the 3rd place, over and over again in every single tournament, was Mr. Smok. So yeah, from what I have seen, he's the most consistent player who can always perform extremely well. This is the saddest comeback I have seen on this channel. And again, that doesn't mean, for example, Ave won against him a couple of days ago on the Champions League. Like 2 days ago, he was able to win against Smoky 4-3, right? And what I'm trying to say is, like, I can't say Smoky's gonna win every single time. No, it's definitely not possible. But he's gonna always be at the top 3, you know? Rebuild is going to be used on this level 2, and that's going to delay his 25 a bit. He still needs only 6 power points though. And I don't know, man, 925 now for the goblins. Are you kidding me? What a comeback from Smoky, dude. What a comeback. I mean, that's so sad and also kind of great at the same time. Like, he was down, he lost everything. We have seen 4 tunnels here, 4 mineshafts here, the well, statue, Hall of Warriors, towers. And we have also now, oh, hold on a second, Azog versus Goblin. Come here, you scum.
Come back for you.
Look at this beautifully designed Goblin hero, guys. Do you see this? Look at the amazing details in his character. Run, Azog. This guy's actually healing up extremely fast too. Yeah. I mean, he has 22 power points. Maybe the 25 can do something. He's also getting finally some extroverts inside the genes on this tower. Man of Steel summon is going to be available very soon, which can be great to defend yourself. And he's kind of recovering again. You see, he's now pushing back the Goblin play, and I think he can still win this game, you know. Azog is only level 2. Level 4 is required for the Great Battle Reach, which is going to make Azog to one of the best, you know, 1v1 heroes in the game. You can easily kill Goblin when you are level 4 with the Great Battle Reach. There is almost no hero you cannot kill with this guy. He's very strong. 10 power points in the bank. Maybe Gimli can kill him. Yeah, Gimli can kill him definitely. Man of Steel is available. And will be, I mean, finally creeping action in the middle of the map, by the way, after like a 1-hour game. Dude, that's crazy. Shoot. 23 power points collected. The battle wagon is coming in clutch. 24 power points. We are getting closer and closer to this power spike. Goblin is level 4. And when you commit now with Goblin, Shake Foundation, Slam on the Fortress in the 25, you can actually definitely take down the Fortress too. Oh, Azog, the Battle Wagon Slayer. Summon that offensively. You gotta use it here maybe. You know, here I think would be a perfect positioning, because you don't want to use it too close. There are giants, right? They can shoot your citadel down. You don't want to use it too far either. You want to use it, I think, in a location like this, in between these two tunnels, and you can still use and cast the great catapult shot, you know, to launch the mighty catapult on the fortress or behind the fortress to kill those goblin caves in the level 3 tunnel. And Man of Steel is available, Rallying Call is available. Now this might be the one push to victory. This might be legit the one push to victory. You need to just get Goblin in there, you know, get Goblin in there, spot them with additional DPS against structures, and you can do a lot of work. The level 3 tunnel, that hurts. Losing the level 3 tunnel is quite painful, and he might lose yet another level 3 tunnel. Now he's going for a counter attack. I want to see that. If this fails, I'm telling you, if this fails, Smokey has the, you know, that's the win condition. Like, if Zirael makes a mistake now, Smokey can legit win by getting one big counter push. We've also got to kill the Goblin King up on the field. We see Man of Steel from archer range, level 3 with fire arrow upgrade purchased. And he can get even more Man of Steel on the field now from the summon. This is gonna be a huge army. There comes the thing. And the great catapult. You know, you can also get the Dwarven Stonework. And look at this army. That's what I'm talking about. Skull Totem will be used for the fear resistant. Fear doesn't really matter, but you get the buff from the Tainted Land. And that's what I'm talking about. You see, that's why I didn't want to see that on this location, because the giant is smashing this thing. Why would you place it in a situation like that? Why don't you use it here? But it might come. Boom! He actually kills nothing but one giant expansion with a 25 power point summon. Are you kidding me? Dark, dude, what a throw, what a throw, what a throw. Why would you do that? We have now the Goblin heroes, Shelob, Azog, Gorkill the Goblin King, and Darkness for additional DPS. This thing was useless. He was using Reveal to heal it, but it's gonna be taken down. There is nothing you can do, because Smokey can just now get some giant expansions, and then it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. He's going for the Masterwork munitions to shoot with the catapult he has around the thing with fire. This catapult can still deal great amount of damage, but remember that Rebuild is on cooldown. The giant is coming up, and then all it takes is 2 shots, and this is gonna be taken down. Look at the half-throw Swordman with Gorkill the Goblin King, dude, Darkness, and boom! The fortress here is safe. It's gonna rebuild itself over time, and holy moly, that was one of the worst 25 power points I have ever seen in my life. Why would you use it here? That doesn't do anything for you. And even the launch the mighty catapult was so useless. All you killed was one giant expansion and damage the fortress a bit. That's it, you know.
Guardians at the ready.
Guardians at the ready, yeah. But that's painful. Like, he lost like Rallying Call, Rebuild, Man of Steel summon Citadel. That's a 25, by the way. Like I said, he should have used it here in a safe area then you get this Numenorian Stonework, the Dwarven Stonework, to make it more beefy and tanky, then you can protect it better. Because the thing is, it got summoned, and this giants, they legit killed, damaged that so incredibly a lot, this one giant, before the Zeta could do anything, right? Slam shot. But the thing is now, we have Darkness, boys, and Darkness should not be underestimated either, you know? That's for the entire map, 33% more damage and 33% more armor, which can stack with buffs and leaderships. It means, oh, Glon, he's gonna be taken down, 168 in the bank for killing, and he's gonna say NN, dead calls. That means GG, and I cannot believe it, but Smog does it again. He will be able to win this match. Who would have thought that? GG, well played, what can I say? Come on, we have the red Eisen player Zirel at the bottom side against the blue Angmar player Mr. Smog at the top side. We have mill coming up for Angmar into the second mill. On the other side, we see Furnace and Uruk Pit. Zirel is one of the players who actually likes to go for a, early barracks, regardless what faction he's playing. Remember the last game he was building an archer range right after the mine shaft number 1, and Smoky is going for like a more, this has been now the standard for a long time, right? You build 2 resource buildings and then you go for the production building. That's like a very normal, let's call it normal opening. And you might also go for like a more eco-heavy opening with 3-4 mills before the Hall of the Kingsman. That's also an option, but I think that's the most reliable one. You can't make anything wrong with that, because even if he goes for the early barracks in Uruk Pit into the Urukai, by the time they need to walk from this location all the way up to this location, that's a long distance, right? They need to travel, and the Uruk advantage won't be that effective anymore, because he will get some units to defend himself anyway, right? You gotta always calculate the distance. Maybe that's good on a very short map, but this distance is not very short. You need to invest like 20 seconds at bare minimum to walk. And now look at this. He's having the first Uruk, but he has low eco because he has only 2 furnaces. We have 3 mills and the mill number 4 coming up. And if this Uruk doesn't pay off, it's gonna be a great opening and great start for Smoky. Because look at that. He's getting now his first Trial Master, and almost his second Trial Master is gonna be out on the field by the time the Uruks are finally arriving. You know what I'm trying to say, guys? I'm trying to say that I don't think this is effective. Hey Farad, nice to see you in the chat, bro. How are you doing today? Okay, he will be able to at least find this mill. I mean, that's good for him, because this mill is, right now as we are talking, no protection, because Smoky is actually leading forward. He's gonna demolish the mill right off the bat to get 50% of the money back. If you demolish it early, you get 50% money back. I mean, if you demolish it instantly. If you wait, every time you wait, you get less and less value, less and less money. Build is gonna get in safety, Warchant is gonna be used, and Warchant and Uruks, they will beat not only 1, but even 2, and potentially even 3 Gundabad warriors. Look at the positioning of this mill. He is making use of the stones on the ground. That's gonna force the Uruks now to go all the way around if they want to be able to attack this. That's the reason why he's now going all the way to this side. But the builder is coming in clutch, you see that? He's building a wall up and trying to body block the Uruks. The positioning is extremely important if you want to be able to defend yourself. Just got home from job, and how you doing, bro? I'm doing good, man. Today actually we decided to go for an early stream, and here we are. We had some great games. Last game was actually a phenomenal game between goblins and dwarves. It was really fun. I mean, kind of fun and sad. It was one of the craziest comebacks actually we have seen in a long time. Even though the score is looking one-sided, but the games were actually quite fun so far. And we're gonna jump after this one into a Champions League game, eventually between Mustafa and Mr. Smog. And if Mustafa is not around, we can even go for a rematch between Ave and Smoky. And the Smoky might be able to regain his number 1 spot. Remember the last time they faced against each other? Ave was able to beat Smoky, and that's the reason why Ave is in the number 1 spot and Smoky is in the number 3 spot. And only the champion of the Champions League at the end of the month can get a money. So basically, whoever is the number 1 player at the end of this month will get 50 bucks cash prize. He resigned. I mean, dude, trust me, guys. The amount of time I see people signing up, signing out, and signing up again is something else. It's something else. Oh, that's army of Warfare of Mordor. Look at this army, dude. Look at this clumped army. Do you see that? The Gundabad. The Gundabad are going to war. They have even the hot bonus. What is he doing? Is he gonna try to creep this? What is he doing? Smoky, are you on drugs or something, bro? I'm active enough in BFME 1 league? Yeah. We have our orders. Actually, if Smoky... you know what we can also do when I think about it? Remember there was a challenge between Smoky and me. He actually told me that he can beat me in BFME 1 on the map Forts of Eisen. So if Mustafa isn't around, maybe we can get a game. Me against Smoky. I think that would be also fun. Oh, that's gonna be a big counter attack. Oh, that might be a GG move, by the way. Look at this. Look at the surrounding. He was able to get one more. The builder. Oh, the build. What? The build. Did you guys see that? The builder was stuck here and he was building a wall up here and he teleported from this location to this location. What the heck? The furnace is gonna be also taken down. There is no way you can protect this unless you can burst down the Trial Master, which is not gonna be the case. And Isengard is losing so much. He's dropping down. Dude, he has only one single furnace left on the field. That's it. His command points capped. Can't even get any Wark Rider on the field. He needs to legit replace now at least 2 furnaces. And during all this time, Angmar has 600 command points in total. Double Hall of the Kingsman. He is so ahead. Miles ahead. Maybe on the new meta to show animations? Sure, yeah, sure. I mean, I can send it to Smoky, he can put it in the folder, and then we can do that. Shanks, what gift did you buy for your wife? I was buying your wireless headsets. That's what you wanted, and you got it. For the one, you know, to be honest, February is a very expensive month for me, guys. You know, February. Imagine February right now, just the cost, which is individual cost. Remember, I gotta pay out $50 for the winner of the Champions League. My wife has birthday at the beginning of February. That is Valentine's Day, and now she brought me news about my second child. Dude, this is the most expensive month so far. I'm getting broke, guys. I'm telling you. Angmar is building an army. The furnace is gonna be clamped on. You must borrow some gold from Smog. The Smog doesn't want to share. I told him, hey Smog, dude, bro, sharing is caring. And he's like, do you want me to roast you? I say, okay, keep your gold. Did she get you anything too? Dude, she was getting me a baby. Thank you so much, big boy. That's not needed, man. That's not needed. Thank you so much.
Broke, bro.
Appreciate it though for 100 BD bomb. Be less broke, bro. Thank you. We'll get wars in a few years. Christmas for 2 kids. Dude, thank you for your encouraging words and your motivation. Appreciate it, Gimel. Isengard going for a counter attack, but this counter attack should be defended. Borrow equals take some. Where can I find this song when someone give you bits? Ooh, Warclock, that's a very good question, my dude, but the thing is, I have those alerts set up for 3 years now. I didn't even touch them since I don't even know. I gotta look into it. I gotta look into that. I wanna actually update also like the alerts and stuff like this, because I believe sometimes they are kind of too loud and too long. But that would mean that I need to literally invest. Look, I'm not one of these guys who's gonna go now to on a website and pay like hundreds of dollars just to get an alert. And I seriously don't understand people why they would do that at the first place. I know, for example, many small Twitch streamers with like 2 to 3 viewers, they invest like hundreds of dollars to get animated and professional emotes and like animations on their stream. Dude, why? I don't think it's important. I mean, for me personally, I would not sub to anybody just because he has good emotes, you know? That's not the motivation of me subbing to somebody.
Come on, you slugs.
And guys, that's kind of ridiculous. Like, I'm telling you, like the money they want to charge for one single emote, they want to actually, like, can you imagine, guys? For one single emote, they want to have $20, $25 for one single emote. What the heck is that? Guys, if you want to make fast and real money, just become an artist. Trust me on that one, guys. Dude, the amount of money you can make is nuts. Just make some overlays. You can make like templates and then just use them for different commissions, and boom, you make a couple of $100 every single day. That's crazy. Look at the Angmar. Where are the elves at? Are they still alive? We have seen elves today. We have seen elves against Angmar. In the very first game, I think it was. It was a good match. We have seen Legolas, we have seen Mirkwood, Silverstone Arrows, we have seen a lot. It's the same with the web designers. You don't get rich as an artist. I think you can get. I mean, you cannot get rich You cannot get rich from streaming for 5 people. I mean, when you just compare it with each other, the artist makes eventually, like, guys, you need to understand. Like in Twitch, for example, just for you to understand. I don't even know if I'm able to freely talk about that, but in order to make $100 on Twitch, which you need, it's like a minimum threshold, right? Twitch doesn't pay you until you make $100 on Twitch. It's gonna call it GG. You need to have its bare minimum 55 to 60 subs, which is a huge number, by the way, guys. A huge number of subs is required for you to barely get the minimum threshold to get a payment from Twitch. And then you are willing, and in order to have 60 subs, you need to have at bare minimum 100 plus viewers, right? And in order to get one emote, you need to invest $20, and you can have 3 emotes. So imagine you invest like $80 to $100 for your emotes, which you then can only take in like 8 months from now. And you have like 5 subscribers, you know?